Hello and welcome to another episode of Mindset, Money, Success. And I'm your host, Loraine Marshall. And today I'm going to talk about turning dreams into reality, building a country park. Before we get into the podcast, I want to talk about my Amazon merch. I have two slogan design t-shirt collections. One is Narcissist Aware, which you can see here. And the other one is Self-Care Collection. And both of those collections are available from Amazon merch. I will leave a link in the show notes and also below the video. Now, let's get started with the podcast, Turning Dreams into Reality, Building a Country Park. 8 effective ways to turn your dreams into reality. 1, clarify your dream. When you have an idea for a business, you need to clarify the vision or your dream. You need to work on your why, not the how. Knowing why will keep you on track when you begin to waver. There will be people who will criticize, be negative, say it can't be done. So you really need to know your why. 2, set a deadline. Next, you need to set a deadline. Without a deadline, all you have is a pipe dream. It is still, someday I will create XYZ. And in 1 year's time, you are still saying, I have a plan or a dream, and you will be no further forward. Think objectively about the time frame. What is realistic? If you need investment, how long might that take? Maybe you will crowdfund or find JV partners who will own a share in the business. This might take 3 or 4 months setting up a holding company or a limited company, and bank accounts might also take a few weeks to sort out. 3, take committed action daily. Taking daily action, this is a big one. If you're in full-time employment, you might not have a huge amount of time to commit. So you need to be able to commit to put aside an hour or 2 every day to focus on tasks that will keep you moving forward. Perhaps you can break things down into smaller, bite-sized chunks so you do not get overwhelmed. 4, plan for fear, doubt, and anxiety to show up. One of the biggest hurdles is self-sabotage. That shows up in our fears and doubts when a spouse disapproves or when family and friends mock our ideas. Procrastination might set in and we begin to feel overwhelmed and anxiety. When this happens, we need to go back to our why. Why is this project important? Plan for these hurdles and think about how you can break through the fears and the doubts. When I have got into a cycle of fear and procrastination, I think about what is the worst that can happen. If you don't like that vision, then flip it and see the successful completion and how that feels. 5, sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice and feel all the negative stuff that goes with it. To achieve anything in life, we have to make sacrifices. It can be time or saving money, learning new skills, networking, researching, and reaching out to new people to support us and help us. 6. Be aware. Notice what you are noticing. This means, are you having a thinking experience or a feeling experience? Put another way, can you notice your own thoughts and feelings? If not, your lack of awareness may be holding you back. You are at risk of acting impulsively and reacting to these internal psychological states, which can sabotage our dreams. For example, do you get caught up in negative self-evaluation about what you can or can't do? If you can stop and notice, it allows you to choose your reaction to it. You can unhook from the content and then say, oh, wait a minute, that's not really helping me. This is important to me. I've got a deadline. These are the action steps that I can take. Let me unhook from this and get back to what I'm doing. 7. Stay present. There are times to go into the past and learn from it. There are times to look into the future and plan for it. And if you want to maximize your performance in the present moment, then your attention needs to be fully engaged on what you are doing as you do it. That's why it can be useful to have your action plan set out, a clear vision of each stage and maybe a timeline to help you stay on track and chase up on any tasks outside of your control. When using outside support, for example, say legal representatives, crowdfund campaign managers, or other agencies, staying in the present moment while you work always yields the best results. 8. Review and adjust as necessary. As you make progress, it is always a good idea to reflect on what has been achieved so far and consider if there needs to be any adjustments. This is because as you get further along your path, your perspective changes. The plan might need to change slightly as we allow for the unexpected or need to learn from a mistake. What went wrong? Figure out what it was and be willing to adjust. My vision: building a country park. I have a plan to purchase land and create a country park, blending a motorhome retreat for winter travellers and a summer transformation retreat for women. Creating a motorhome parking venue in a rural location on unserviced land, regenerated into a country park setting, using new technology and working with, rather than against, nature to operate a sustainable and partially off-grid campsite. And the next phase of that plan is a closer to nature, fresh air and sunshine glamping retreat for women, offering outdoor accommodations and motorhome park, small group workshops, life-changing experiences in open spaces in natural environments, practicing mindfulness and trauma recovery techniques for a better, stress-free life. Turning your dreams into reality is a long road, filled with challenges, frustrations, failures that can derail us. The negative thinking, fear of failure, and impatience for results are real distractions. It starts with mastering your mindset, knowing your why, taking aligned action, and turning your passion into profit, then multiplying your money in order to maximize your success. To finish up, I have created a free support group. I'm supporting women over 40 who are experiencing trauma or grief after relationship endings by providing a safe space to unpack issues and connect with other women in a supportive community that offers valuable information and resources to help us heal and grow. Are you feeling stuck after a breakup or divorce? Maybe you're wondering how to pick up the pieces and build a life you truly love. You're not alone. Millions of women have been exactly where you are. I have been through what I term the 3Ds in relationship endings, each one more traumatic than the last. There was divorce, there was death of my partner, and the last one, a discard, a brutal termination of a relationship. Now, if you need a supportive community that understands trauma, and if you are ready to tackle the challenges you face head on, from emotional healing to money management and financial planning, you can register and join our no-cost, zero-commitment support community for women. I'll see you in the group. I will leave the links in the show notes or below the video. And that's it for our podcast today. So, bye for now.